immune system is working around the clock. Every day, it helps recognize and respond to viruses, bacteria, and other threats. But here's something important. There is no single food that can magically boost your immune system or guarantee that you won't get sick. What you eat does matter, though. Your immune system needs adequate amounts of protein, vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and other nutrients to function normally. And the strongest evidence points toward an overall healthy, varied eating pattern rather than one miracle ingredient. The World Health Organization recommends a diverse diet built around fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and nutritious sources of protein. So let's look at 18 foods that can help you build that kind of diet. Number 1. Citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, grapefruit, and other citrus fruits are well known for their vitamin C content. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient involved in normal immune function. Your body also doesn't store large amounts of it, which means regular dietary sources are important. An orange, for example, can provide a substantial amount of your daily vitamin C needs. But here's the important distinction. Getting enough vitamin C supports normal immune function. Eating extra vitamin C doesn't make you immune to infections. Add citrus fruit to breakfast, salads, or simply eat it as a snack. Number 2, red bell peppers. If you want another excellent source of vitamin C, don't overlook red bell peppers. They can contain even more vitamin C per gram than many citrus fruits. They're also rich in carotenoids and other plant compounds. Try eating them raw in salads, adding them to sandwiches, or lightly cooking them with other vegetables. Number 3, broccoli. Broccoli provides vitamin C, folate, fiber, and a variety of plant compounds. One compound that has attracted scientific interest is sulforaphane, which is produced from compounds found in cruciferous vegetables. Research on these compounds is promising, but much of the evidence comes from laboratory or animal studies, rather than studies proving that eating broccoli prevents infections. Still, broccoli is an excellent nutrient-dense food to include regularly. Lightly steaming it can be a simple way to prepare it while maintaining its texture and nutrients. Number 4, spinach and other leafy greens. Spinach provides folate, vitamin C, vitamin A precursors, vitamin K, and other nutrients. Leafy greens can therefore contribute to the overall nutrient intake your immune system needs. And spinach isn't the only option. Try kale, mustard greens, collard greens, or other locally available leafy vegetables. The goal isn't to find one superfood. It's to eat a variety of nutrient-rich foods. Number 5, garlic. Garlic contains sulfur-containing compounds that have been investigated for their biological effects. Some clinical studies have reported potential benefits from garlic preparations for certain respiratory outcomes, but the overall evidence isn't strong enough to say that garlic prevents colds or flu. A systematic review of immune-related supplements found promising signals for garlic, but also concluded that important evidence gaps remain. So think of garlic as a flavorful, nutritious addition to your diet, not a replacement for medical treatment. Add fresh garlic to vegetables, soups, beans, curries, or sauces. Number 6, yogurt with live cultures. Your digestive tract contains a huge community of microorganisms, and the gut and immune system interact closely. Yogurt containing live cultures can provide beneficial microorganisms, while also supplying protein, calcium, and other nutrients. However, probiotic effects can vary considerably depending on the specific microorganism and product. Look for yogurt that clearly states it contains live cultures, and choose versions that fit your overall nutritional needs. Number 7, kefir and fermented foods. Kefir, fermented vegetables, kimchi, and other fermented foods can provide microorganisms or fermentation-derived compounds. Research is increasingly examining how fermented foods influence the gut microbiome and inflammation. But again, fermented food isn't a cure or an immunity shield. Start with small portions if you're not used to them, and choose products that aren't excessively high in added salt or sugar. Number 8, almonds. Almonds are particularly useful because they're rich in vitamin E, along with healthy unsaturated fats, protein, magnesium, and other nutrients. Vitamin E plays an important role in protecting cells and supporting normal immune function. A small handful of unsalted almonds can make a convenient snack. Just remember that nuts are calorie-dense, so a moderate portion is usually enough. Number 9, sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds provide vitamin E as well as minerals such as selenium and zinc. These micronutrients are involved in normal immune function. The important point is that deficiencies can interfere with normal body processes, while taking more than you need doesn't necessarily provide additional protection. Sprinkle a small amount over salads, yogurt, oatmeal, or vegetables. Number 10, beans and lentils. This is one category the original list shouldn't have overlooked. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and other legumes provide protein, fiber, folate, iron, zinc, and many other nutrients. They're also affordable and versatile. For a balanced meal, combine lentils or beans with vegetables and whole grains. A diet containing a variety of legumes is much more useful than chasing expensive, immune-boosting products. Number 11. Eggs. Eggs provide high-quality protein along with several vitamins and minerals. Protein is important because immune cells and antibodies are made from proteins and require adequate nutrition to function properly. Eggs also provide nutrients such as vitamin A, vitamin B12, selenium, and depending on the egg, vitamin D. They're an easy addition to breakfast, salads, or meals. Number 12. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, and other fatty fish provide high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Some fish are also excellent sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D has important roles in immune function, although evidence that vitamin D supplementation prevents respiratory infections is mixed and depends partly on a person's baseline vitamin D status. Eating nutritious fish as part of a balanced diet is a much more reliable recommendation than treating it as an immunity cure. Number 13. Mushrooms. Mushrooms contain several biologically active compounds, including beta-glucans. Researchers are investigating how these compounds interact with immune pathways. However, much of the evidence involves extracts, laboratory experiments, or specific mushroom preparations. So we shouldn't assume that eating mushrooms will directly prevent infections. Still, mushrooms can be a nutritious addition to soups, stir-fries, rice dishes, and other meals. Number 14. Ginger. Ginger contains bioactive compounds such as gingerols and has been studied for its potential effects on inflammation and other health outcomes. But claims that ginger can boost immunity or prevent infections go beyond what the evidence can currently prove. Use fresh ginger because you enjoy its flavor, not because you expect it to act like medicine. Add it to tea, soups, stir-fries, or meals. Number 15. Green tea. Green tea contains polyphenols, including catechins such as EGCG. These compounds have demonstrated biological activity in laboratory research, and green tea has been investigated for several health effects. But laboratory findings don't automatically mean that drinking green tea prevents infections in humans. If you enjoy green tea, unsweetened green tea can certainly fit into a healthy diet. Just remember that it contains caffeine, so drinking large amounts late in the day may interfere with sleep. Number 16. Kiwi. Kiwi is another excellent source of vitamin C and also provides fiber and other nutrients. Eating kiwi is a simple way to increase your intake of fruit and vitamin C. Some studies have investigated kiwi and respiratory symptoms, but we shouldn't turn those findings into a promise that kiwi prevents colds. Think variety. Oranges one day, kiwi another day, berries on another. Number 17. Honey. Honey deserves a slightly different category. Honey isn't an immune-boosting food in the traditional sense, but evidence suggests it may help relieve acute cough symptoms, particularly in children over 1 year of age. A Cochrane review found that honey probably reduces cough symptoms, compared with placebo or no treatment in children with acute cough. That makes honey potentially useful for symptom relief, not for preventing infections. And there's one crucial safety rule. Never give honey to a child younger than 12 months because of the risk of infant botulism. Number 18. Mixed nuts. Finally, don't underestimate variety. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, peanuts, and other nuts provide combinations of protein, unsaturated fats, fiber, vitamin E, magnesium, and other nutrients. A small handful can be a nutrient-dense snack. Choose mostly unsalted varieties and keep portions moderate. The bigger picture. Now here's the most important part. Your immune system doesn't depend on one food. It depends on your overall nutritional status and many other factors, including sleep, physical activity, age, stress, underlying health conditions, and exposure to infectious diseases. The WHO emphasizes 4 basic principles of a healthy diet: adequacy, balance, moderation, and diversity. A varied diet containing fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and nutritious protein sources helps provide the vitamins and minerals your body needs. And that's why you shouldn't focus only on vitamin C, garlic, turmeric, or another popular immune booster. Instead, build meals around variety. Eat colorful vegetables. Choose whole fruits. Include beans, lentils, eggs, fish, or other nutritious protein sources. Add nuts and seeds. Choose whole grains. And limit excessive amounts of highly processed foods, added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium. Most importantly, don't confuse nutrition with treatment. Food can support normal immune function, but it cannot guarantee that you won't get sick. And it shouldn't replace vaccination, appropriate medical care, or prescribed treatment. So don't search for one magical immune-boosting food. Build a better diet, one meal at a time. Because when it comes to your immune system, consistency matters more than a miracle food. If you found this information useful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to make smarter choices about their health. Thanks for watching.